I hit 1,000 YouTube subscribers. I am so happy. It actually happened fast. After I hit 500 subscribers, it's like everything just took off, and I want to talk about it today. Of course, my name is Lashawnda, and I am a content creator and content strategist. And of course, I had to do a video on me hitting 1K. I did a video on me hitting 500, and I think that it is so important when you hit this milestone because over 90% of YouTube creators who start a YouTube channel never reach 1,000 YouTube subscribers. So this is a major milestone for me. Okay, this is a major milestone. I am no longer in the 90%, and that feels good. So I have my notes right here. I want to just kind of give you some details because it's so easy for you to get inspired when you see that a creator, especially like me, I don't know when you're watching this, but it's so easy to get inspired when you see someone hit 1,000 subscribers, and you're going to talk about how I grew my channel fast, but I also want to give you the details, like the stats and everything, because I think that is also so important, because I don't want you to think that I just posted a few videos and then my channel blew up, because that's not my story. This not my story. And I want you, if you have a YouTube channel already and maybe you fell off, maybe your videos aren't doing well and things like that, I want you to know that there are certain things that you can do once you commit to the process, and you will start to see fast growth. So when did I hit 1,000 YouTube subscribers? So I hit 1,000 on November 19th. The date that I'm recording this is November 26th, I want to say. Yeah, it's right after Thanksgiving. And I'm already at like 1,060 subscribers. Okay, so even from November 19th, I have gained over 60 exact YouTube subscribers since hitting 1,000, which is amazing, right? I have gained over 301 new subscribers in the month of November alone. For quarter four so far, and we're only 2 months into Q4, I have gained 612 subscribers just in 2 months for quarter four, and we still have a whole nother month left for me to gain subscribers. So on average right now, I'm gaining a little bit over 300 subscribers per month, which is insane considering before I started doing what I was doing, I was gaining maybe 10 to 20 subscribers per month. So it's definitely a big change and a big jump compared to what was going on my channel before. So a question that I think that you probably are going to have is, how long did it take for me to get 1,000 subscribers? Now, it took me a little minute. It took me, I even wrote down, I did like the little calculator. It took me a year and 10 months to hit 1,000 subscribers. This is considering that I started my YouTube channel January 2nd of 2022. It is November, the 26th of 2023. And when I did a calculator, that's 687 days or 22 months. That's how long that it took for me to hit my 1,000. And I'm going to go into a little bit more detail about the breakdown in reference to that. It also took me 81 videos. This is what people don't want to hear. This is the part that people are like, 81 videos, like, oh my God, that's a lot. And I don't mean short form videos. These are all long form video ideas, right? It took me 81 YouTube videos posted to the platform before I have reached 1,000 YouTube subscribers. So I hear a lot of people and they're like, oh my God, like my channel is not growing. And I will go to their YouTube channel and they've posted maybe 10 videos. And 5 of those videos are live streams. And it's like, it requires commitment if you want to start seeing numbers. And now that I have 81 videos on my channel, YouTube is organically pushing my channel, making my numbers go up. And I don't want to get into the strategy just yet. I just want to give you the numbers. I wanted to bring up the fact that I have 81 videos on my YouTube channel because if you have been considering giving up on YouTube, or maybe you already gave up on YouTube and you're like, man, this too much, I want you to understand what is required. Now, if I would have started my strategy sooner, like if I had knew what I know now, I probably could have gained 1,000 subscribers a lot faster with less videos. But you live and you learn. And now I know the right way to do it, and that's what I'm gonna share with you guys today. So the part y'all been waiting for, how did I grow my channel so fast? Let's talk about it. The very first thing that I did was I had to make YouTube my #1 priority over everything else that I was doing. Before I committed to YouTube fully, like let's go back to 2022 when I first started. I started out, I hit the ground running hard. I'm like, oh, I'm about to do YouTube for real this time. This is like my 5,100 YouTube channel. But I'm for real this time. I'm gonna do it. And I posted like 4 YouTube videos back to back. I recorded all 4 of them in the same like content day. And then I fell off. And I realized, like reflecting back on that time, I was doing the most. So I was doing the most and I had my hands in too many different things at one time. And as a result, YouTube was the thing that fell through the cracks. And that has happened consistently over the span of this 2-year period that it took for me, or almost 2-year period, it took for me to actually start seeing real growth on my channel. So making YouTube a #1 priority meant that I had to make some sacrifices. So that meant for me that I needed to pause on my podcast. I had both a podcast and a YouTube channel, and I was doing video for my podcast as well. And don't get me wrong, I love doing my podcast, but I knew that I was stretching myself too thin, and as a result, something was falling through the cracks. I also shut down my coaching business. I have a video on my channel. I don't even remember what it was called. It was one of my videos on my channel where I talked about how I'm no longer going to be coaching, and I'll probably drop it in the icon somewhere. But I had to shut down my coaching business, and I'm not saying that this is what you need to do, but I knew that I was working harder versus working smarter by not doing the things that I was doing. And I found that it was a lot harder for me to convert clients and for me to put myself out there and build authority in my space. I was putting the wagon before the horse. And I realized that it would be a lot easier for me to grow my business if I prioritize starting a YouTube channel and growing my YouTube channel, building my community, and then letting that community help me cultivate the business or whatever ventures I wanted to do in the future. And so that's what I did. So to break it down, I had to make YouTube my #1 priority and commit to the process for at least 1 year, regardless of what results I saw or what results I didn't get. And that brings me to the next thing that I did. I had to commit regardless of what I saw. So regardless of the results. So even when I was only getting 5 subscribers here and there per month, or only getting 10 views, or barely getting any views over the month span, I had to be okay with that, and I had to look at the bigger picture. I had to realize that this is just a part of the process. And as long as you build it, they are going to come, especially if you have a strategy in place that whenever they do come, they're like, oh girl, this is nice. Like, let me look at this video, and let me look at this video, and oh, she got a video on that. So I focused, instead of looking at the views and the growth at the beginning stages when I committed, I looked at, okay, what kind of content can I create, and create a library of content as a resource. So whenever someone does stumble across my YouTube channel, they're gonna wanna stay. They're gonna be like, let me hit subscribe, let me binge watch like 4 or 5 of her videos, because these videos are specifically for me. And so that's what I focused on instead. The third thing I did was I created a system and a process that I knew would help me stay consistent and committed. And I'm gonna talk about the system, but I have a shameless plug. So I just released my YouTube content planner for pre-orders. And today that you're seeing this is the first day, the first official day of pre-orders. And so this is my system. This is like me in a planner. And I'm gonna go over the system, but I want you to also keep in mind that the exact things that I'm about to cover in the system is in my planner, okay? I created this planner as a way for you to have an easier process whenever you are trying to grow your YouTube channel, and whenever you're trying to just organize your content, plan for your videos, and for post-production. So let's go over what my system is. So the very first thing that I did was I created a content bank. And of course, I'm gonna show you where that is in here. So in this planner, I have a section specifically for creating a content bank. And then like if I flip to this page, This is basically what I was doing before I had this planner. I was doing this in a notebook and on my computer. So whenever you create a content bank, you want to just basically list out all of your content ideas. And what I like to do is create buckets. So I have a overall title. So like, let's say for example, my buckets are podcasting, YouTube tips, creating and selling planners. Like you want to pick something that's very broad, and then you want to create a list of as many video ideas that you can come up with on that specific topic. And so what I find that really helps make this easier is doing like how-to videos. What how-to or tutorial videos can you do on that specific content bucket? Also, what pain points or problems that these people are dealing with in reference to that topic. And you just keep going until you come up with about 10 to 20, and then you go into the next bucket. So I recommend you have at least 5. And then if you come up with at least 10 video ideas for 5 different buckets, you already are starting off with 50 pieces of content that you can create for your YouTube channel. Now, this is the part that a lot of people miss. The next part of my system is after I have my content bank created, then I actually research the video ideas that I initially brainstormed. This is really, really important because it's one thing for you to have video ideas, but it's another thing for you to create video content that will rank in search and that will also be recommended and clickable for people that see it on the homepage. So how I do this is I use something called vidIQ, and vidIQ makes it really easy for you to research your video ideas because it gives you the stats in real time in reference to how well that video title will do. It'll also show you key details about other people who have posted the same type of videos on those topics, and you can kind of see what the rating is for that video title. The goal is for you to try to pick the top 20 out of all of the video ideas that you've kind of brainstormed. Pick the top 20 that you feel rate the highest in their rating. And the quickest way or the easiest way for you to know that it's ranking high in search is if it has low competition and high volumes for searching. So if it has low competition, that means that there's not a lot of people that are creating content on those videos. And if it has high volume, that means that there's a lot of people that's interested in that topic. And so if you can get that, that's the best way for you to create videos that will potentially take off and blow up your channel. After you have your top 20 that you feel will really rank good in search or really be clickable for people to want to watch, then you're going to take those video ideas and you're going to create a video script. For some reason, a lot of people skip this step. They think that they're just going to put on a camera, set up everything, and that it's just going to flow naturally. Now, if you got it like that, that's great. But for me, I like to have structure and I like to know what I'm gonna say. This is important because it helps you stay on topic, it keeps you from rambling, and it flows a lot better and creates a better viewer experience. So in the planner, again, I have a section specifically for creating video scripts, and I literally give you an outline to follow whenever you are planning out your video before you record it. And so it gives you a place to put your hook or your intro, your video title, and then there's the actual video outline. So like if you have different bullet points or something that you want to use, then you're gonna write all that stuff out here. And then because now I do a lot with doing the cards on YouTube, where like if I point over here, a card will pop up if I recommend a video. I have a section where you can literally put what cards you're recommending. If you have a sponsorship, certain key points you want to make sure you hit, as well as any links mentioned at the bottom, because these things are really important when it comes to you doing post-production afterwards, or when you're in the process of recording and you want to make sure you don't forget to mention something, like how I'm talking about this planner. So you want to do stuff like that. So like if I'm doing a video like this, I have in my notes when to drop the promo for the planner, so that way I can make sure that I hit on that without forgetting when I'm recording. The next part of the system is having content days. So once you have your scripts planned, you can do the content, you can plan out your content days before you do this part, But the whole point is, instead of recording one video at a time, you need to schedule when you're going to have your content days. So right now, my content days are every Thursday and Friday. Sometimes it's every other Thursday and Friday, depending on how many videos I create in one sitting. So in one sitting, I can record up to 6 videos, and I post 2 to 3 times a week. So depending on what my schedule is, I might have content for the rest of the month, or I might have content for at least 2 weeks. And so you want to know what your schedule is, and then you create content days around that. Whenever you are recording your content, you want to make sure, like I mentioned earlier, that you are batch recording. Do not set up your equipment and record one video. Like, just do not do that. It is not as effective when it comes to trying to be consistent on a platform, because we're busy. If you're a mom like me and then I homeschool, I ain't got time to be setting all this stuff up every single time I want to record. So, and I also don't always want to record content. So having content days puts me in the mental mind space to know that I'm going to be recording content today. And it makes it a lot easier for you to just stay in the flow of things versus you trying to do a whole bunch of different things. And, oh, I got to record on Monday, and then I need to record, this video next Monday. And you're not going to always be able to record one video every single week. And the moment you can't record on that day you think you're going to record, now you're behind in your content. And that's what stops you from being consistent. And that brings me to the next part of the system, and that is post-production. No one likes post-production. You would think that, oh, okay, I got the video ideas, I done recorded the videos, I'm ready to post the video. But no, you're not ready yet. Now you gotta do post-production, the editing. I feel that editing takes a lot longer than any other part of the process, because you literally have to watch through the video, you have to edit it, and depending on how you edit, like I do pacing cuts. So anytime I have unnecessary pauses or unnecessary verbiage in there, I will edit all that stuff out, and that can take a lot of time. But you want to have a process for your post-production. So in this planner, for example, I know how important it is for you to test out video titles. So I have a section in here just for you to test out 2 different title ideas that's on the same exact video, but in case one doesn't perform well, you have another video title idea that you can utilize for that same video. And then one thing that I've been doing now is utilizing timestamps. So you can put timestamps in your description box, and in the description box, it will like literally put timestamps on your videos. I don't know if you've seen that before, but I have an area for you to put your timestamps. I have a workflow. So this is basically like a checklist. You record, edit your video, make your thumbnail, and then upload and post. I have an area for your keywords that you can put, and your tags, any links mentioned again, in your card mentions, as well as the time that you mentioned that. These things are really important because this creates a better user experience. And that's what it's all about. If you are looking to hit 1,000 subscribers, you're going to have to create a better experience for your viewers. And so it does require a little bit more work, but I'm telling you, when you have different timestamps and you're using those cards on YouTube, you are increasing your watch time. And if you want to get monetized on YouTube, you have to increase your watch time. And so knowing when you're promoting different videos and making sure that you get that stuff in there, and actually including it in your description box when you need to without forgetting, that's why that is really, really important, to increase your watch time and create a better viewer experience. And then the last part of the system is scheduling your content. So whenever you schedule your content, this is basically after you've done your batch recording, your post-production, now you're picking a schedule for your post to go out. So whenever I post twice a week, I normally try to post on Mondays and Thursdays. That gives me like a couple days in between each post to give it some time to kind of take off or do whatever it's going to do before the next video goes out. Also, spacing them out gives your viewers enough time to actually watch the video. So you don't want to post too much, but at the same time, you want to give them enough space to be able to actually consume your content. Whenever I post 3 times a day, I normally post on Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays, and that has been working really well for me. It still has that space in between, and I like to make sure I keep my posts during the week, so that way during the weekend, if they want to watch the videos that they weren't able to watch during the week, then they have the ability to do that. But Monday, Wednesday, and Friday has been working really well for my channel. There is a content calendar area in here as well. When I was talking about scheduling your content, this is an alternative way for you to keep up with the content that you want to schedule. It's for both long form content and short form content. All right, so let's talk about the next thing I did that helped me grow to 1,000 YouTube subscribers. And this is not something that everybody is going to be able to do, but thankfully I was put in a position where I was able to do this. So I had to quit my job, y'all. I had to quit my job, and granted, my channel had already started growing before I quit my job, but I know where I want this channel to go, and I'm claiming that I'm going to be hitting 100,000 subscribers next year. I just feel it in my bones. I just feel it really, really strongly. And I knew that if I could commit full time to doing YouTube content, that I could make it happen. So I quit my job. I had a full-time job. This was my first full-time job, because before I was only willing to work something part-time. It's one of those situations where I literally took a leap of faith, and I was like, God, you know what I'm trying to do. I've been praying about it. I prayed for him to give me permission. He gave me permission to do it. And if you want to learn more about like me quitting my job and why I quit and all the other stuff, I will link the video here in this icon. You see what I'm saying? How them icons come in clutch. But it was one of the things I had to do. I did it because I was looking at the bigger picture. I'm financially okay right now. This is not something that, like, if my channel don't take off in a little bit, then I won't be in a situation, because but we're not gonna manifest that. We're gonna bring that back. But my point is, I had to fully go all in. This is one of those, I'm going all in. I'm laying it all on the table, okay? I'm not telling you to quit your job. You might need to go down to part-time or figure out what you need to do in order to show your commitment to your channel. It's gonna look different for everybody. And then the last thing I did was I just asked for support. I asked for support with my Facebook community. I have a majority of my followers are on Facebook. That's like my primary social platform. I have a lot of people over there. And so anytime I was about to hit a major milestone on my channel, I would just be like, yo, look at, like, I'm about to hit this number. If you're interested in learning how to grow on YouTube or creating planners or doing this or doing that, please subscribe so that you can get my content. I never told people to just go over there and subscribe to support my channel. Don't do that. If you're trying to get to 1,000 subscribers, I don't recommend you do that, because you're gonna get the wrong people over there and they're not gonna watch your stuff. So there's nothing wrong with you promoting your channel on different social media platforms and asking people to subscribe, but make sure you're telling them who you want to subscribe, like what your channel is for and who your target is, so that way you have the right people subscribing to your channel. Another quick tip in reference to getting support on your channel is post specific videos. Like, post the videos as a resource, as a way to promote your channel. So instead of just saying, hey, subscribe to my channel, you could talk about a video that you just posted and tell them to go and watch the video, and then they'll subscribe if they want to. So those are the things that I did. Now, the last question that I want to answer is, am I monetized? No, I am not monetized yet. As of today, I have about 2,000, a little under 2,000 watch hours on this channel. And so although I meet the qualification of 1,000 YouTube subscribers, I still got a little work to do, okay, in reference to getting monetized on the channel. But I will say that I have already been making money on YouTube. I have already booked clients. I have already made money from this platform. Even before I was at 1,000 subscribers, I started making money as little as when I was at 500 YouTube subscribers. So things are going pretty well for me right now. Things are going pretty well for me. And I know once I get monetized, I feel that at that point, once I hit the 4,000 watch hours, my channel is probably going to be performing extremely well. And then I'm going to be posting another video like this. If you would like more details about what's in these planners and like the details or whatever, the link is going to be in the description box below, as well as I will pin a comment with the link so that you can check these out. Go ahead and pre-order your planner. This is perfect before the new year. Get your planner so you can get organized and so that you can hit your first 1,000 YouTube subscribers. Now, if it's after pre-orders and you're watching this, then these should just be available for purchase, so you can just go ahead and purchase them. But if you're watching this, like as I'm posting this, then go ahead and get your pre-order, girl. What you waiting on? Go ahead and get it. But I hope that this video was helpful for you. I'm going to continue to document my journey on YouTube, as well as create videos about different things that I'm doing and my strategies. So definitely make sure you subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.